Okay, students, so in the last video we have done one theorem, right? What was the theorem? If you have a triangle, okay, and if you draw a line from the midpoint of two sides of a triangle, suppose two sides, I have selected these two, and these are the midpoint, suppose. So if you draw a line joining these two midpoint, then the theorem says that this line will always be parallel to this third side. Okay, so from these two sides, if you draw a line from the midpoint, okay, that line will be always parallel to the third side. Okay, this was the theorem in the previous video we have learned, right? Now in next theorem is, you can say, reverse of this one. What is reverse of this one? See here, the line drawn through the midpoint. Now line drawn through the midpoint of one side. So from one side I have taken, suppose this one, a line drawn from this midpoint. So where I will draw one side of a triangle parallel to another side. So from here you draw a line parallel to another side. So you can see two sides are there, right? So you can draw a line like this or line like this, parallel to another side, they have said. So parallel to this you can draw, or parallel to this. Suppose I have drawn parallel to this, this is the midpoint. Okay, from this midpoint I am drawing a line parallel to this. I can draw this, right? So parallel I have drawn. Then what, according to theorem, it says to another side, bisect the third side. Now this line will bisect this will be the third side, right? You can see for this side I have chosen midpoint, then I have drawn a line parallel to this side. So this side, these two sides I have already walked with, right? So third side will be obviously this one. So they have said that when you draw a line from the midpoint of one side parallel to another side, so another side will be this one, then that line always bisect the third side. Bisect means what? This will become midpoint. That's why I say this is opposite of that, opposite to that theorem. Okay, the previous theorem I have said. So in that theorem, two midpoint was given, the line was parallel to third side. In this case, one midpoint is given and the line, they have said, parallel to this. Now you have to prove this is the midpoint. So this proof is very simple, like previous one only. Okay, so this is the triangle. Suppose this is the midpoint we have taken, we have drawn parallel line. Now I have to prove that, suppose A, B, C, D, E. Okay, now I have to prove that this is the midpoint. So to prove this midpoint, what do you have to do? Show that these two equal. AF, AE is equal to EC, you have to show equal. So what you will do? Again construction, draw parallel line to this, AB, parallel to this. In the last video we have done, right? Then produce this one till here, same. Then what you will do to show this two equal? Just show this and this congruent, that which we have already shown in the last video only, right? In the previous theorem. In the previous theorem we have already shown this two triangle congruent. So you don't have to do anything here. In this case, same thing you have to write down. Okay, this two triangle you just prove congruent. Then after that simply you write AE is equal to EC. Why? CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangle. So this two equal means this will be the midpoint. Proof done. So very simple proof, and you don't need proof in your exam here, right? You need only the exercise questions. Okay, so based on this topic, not only exercise question, they might give from anywhere. Okay, so based on this theorem we have to do some questions. So let's start the exercise, that is exercise 8.2, the last exercise for this chapter. Okay, one more thing before I start the first question. In the first theorem, what we have studied was, when we draw from the two midpoint, if you select two sides and if you draw line from the midpoint of the two sides, then that line will be parallel to. Now how we have proof? Remember, we have drawn first parallel line to this, right? Remember, like this, and then we produce this one. Then we have shown that this two triangle congruent. So from that we know that if this two triangle congruent, this side and this side same, this side and this side same, this side and this side will be same, right? Congruency, right? So in this case, one more thing I can show is, what is that? We have shown this one parallel, right? In that theorem, if you show this and this line parallel and this also parallel, right? So what we can say, this is parallelogram. We have proved there in the previous theorem, right? Now see, from this what I can say, can I say this is equal to this one, because it's a parallelogram, right? Pair of opposite side will be same, obviously. So this and this, if it is equal, then see here, this is suppose A, B, C, D, E, F. Why I am showing this? Because in the question it will be much more easier. See here what I want to say. So BC is equal to DF, and you can see this and this equal means what? This is the midpoint. Yes or no? If this is the midpoint and this equal, this and this also equal, DF is equal to BC, and this is the midpoint. So can I say, if this and this equal, suppose this is 6 centimeter, okay, total 6 centimeter, in terms of number you will understand better, then this also will be 6 centimeter. Now if this is 6, this will be how much? This portion, half of this 6. Can I say half of 6 means, let me write down half of 6 directly. Half of 6, let me make a little bigger. This one, can I say half of 6? If this is 6, this also will be 6, right? So if this is 6, this and this will be half, right? So this will be half of 6. So half of 6 can I write? So from this, one more thing you can understand is, whenever you draw a line from the midpoint of two sides, then that line will be parallel, as well as that line will be half of that third side. Okay, half of that third side. So you can note this one down somewhere in your book. Okay, so you can write that theorem statement, you can write, and then after that you can write down also, suppose A, B, C, E, F we have taken in that theorem, right? Remember, in the theorem only you write down. Okay, note also EF is equal to half of BC. This is very important. Again, you can note this one there. Okay, so let's start exercise after this.